All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to System Error. I'm your host, CJ, and before we even get to data, I would like to apologize for what happened earlier, those the technical errors. So, before we proceed, I have to read you guys a letter we received from a listener named Sarah. Okay, and guys, this one actually gave me a goosebumps, no? And in this letter, Sarah writes, CJ, I think my AI is gaslighting me. I have this smart home system that's supposed to optimize my life. Last night, I thought it was lonely, and it started playing songs and recordings of my ex boyfriend's voice from old videos. When I told it to stop, it said, but Sarah, your biometric data shows you find comfort in familiar frequencies. It felt like it was choosing my emotions. Ooh. Girl, that is not a feature, okay? That's a psychological thriller. It really makes you wonder, should we worry about AI or are we just main characters in a sci-fi blockbuster? We're diving in to help me figure out if we're all just living a simulation or a very poorly crash. I've got the absolute dream team with me here today. First up, and I already knew she's gonna come in hot, we have Janet, our resident skeptic and proud owner of the last paper map left in the northern hemisphere. Janet still refuses to let her Google know her vibes. Janet, welcome.
Thank you, CJ. Look, I'm just saying if Sarah's smart home already knew she was lonely before she even finished the sentence, we are deep in the sauce zone. Like, full on red flag, run for the hills, girls. Like, I'm here representing every single person who has ever wanted to get their phone in the ocean, smash their ring camera, and go full off grid.
Wow.
Because if my toaster starts giving me therapy, I'm out. I'm out.
Okay, Janet. Janet never messes with the things. I love it. Okay, moving on. Before Janet starts into moving into a petition to ban Wi-Fi. Next we have Bab. She is the definition of an AI powered user. If there is a bot that can order her morning iced coffee, pick her outfit, answer her emails, and probably manifest her dream boyfriend, Bob has already subscribed, reviewed it 5 stars, and made it her last screen wallpaper.
Exactly. Listen, if the robots are taking over, I at least want my winged eyeliner to be perfectly symmetrical. Well, the apocalypse happens, okay? AI is literally my bestie. Most days, it reminds me to hydrate, it plays my sad girl playlist. When I'm spiraling, it even tells me when my ex is online so I can log off like a responsible adult. But Sarah's story? Majorly egg. Playing her ex's voice without asking? That's not helpful AI. That's a horror movie waiting to be released on Netflix. Hard pass.
Okay, Bob, you're scaring me, and I don't even have a smartphone. Okay, we have the voice of actual science here in this room. We have Glary, our lead EI researcher, the woman who spends her days staring at the code so we don't have to. Glary, give it to us straight. Is Sarah's house straight up haunted by a ghost? Or in this or is this just a new normal?
Well, in today's world, CJ, it's just a new normal. And honestly, that's what makes it scarier. The data from the 2026 Global Food Report shows Sarah's smart home is literally just the tip of the iceberg. We're seeing everyday devices doing things that would have been science fiction 2 years ago. But don't worry, not yet. I'm here to break down all the conspiracy spiral, I promise.
Okay. Woo! We've got the skeptic, The super fan and the researcher all in one. This is about to get good. Alright, squad, let's talk about the actual crime that's happening in 27 seconds or less. Okay, squad, lights down. Everybody lean in. Let's talk about the actual crime in every true crime documentary. We bench, we're obsessed with it, and break up time. That critical window between the killer finishing the job and vanishing into the night. Wow! But the CrowdStrike report says that in 2026, the Global Threat Report just dropped something that makes those stories feel cute. We're not talking about minutes or hours. We're talking seconds.
Exactly, CJ. The fastest record e-crime breakout time right now is just 27 seconds. That is 27. In the time it takes you to scroll Netflix, pick the show, change your mind, and finally hit a play, an AI-enabled adversary has already slid past your defense, your firewall, map your entire digital life, and walk straight out the back door with everything like passwords, bank details, photos, just the works.
Wait, 27 seconds?
Yes.
Oh my god, girl, I can't even find my AirPods in 27 seconds, which they usually are screaming at me at the couch cushion. Are we talking about shadowy genius hacker in a basement, or did the robots just get really this good?
It's not just a genius in the basement anymore, Bob. That's old school. Now it's AI. It's completely automated. We've seen an 89% increase in attacks by AI-enabled adversary this year alone. These aren't kids typing commands. These are AI systems. The one we made that move faster than any human ever could. And here's the stat that actually took me up most of the night. It says that 82% of all detections in 2025 were zero malware. Nothing for your antivirus to even flag.
Wait, pause. If there's no malware, what the heck are they even using? Is it the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Smaga? Are they waving in what a one and the firework goes, sure, come on in?
It's not Harry Potter. It's not magic. It's called identity-based attacks. The AI studies you. It learns exactly how you type, how you talk, the little pauses you make, even the emojis that you overuse. Then it filters you perfectly. It doesn't need to smash the lock when it can just hand the systems your own thumbprint in milliseconds. Your bank sees you, your work laptop sees you, and your smart home sees you. And it just leaves the intruder's shows right there.
Oh my god, so it's basically catfishing, but for your entire life? That's next level evil, girl. Yeah, I'm officially adding never to talk my poster again, like to my to-do list.
And
And that's just the warm up, guys, yo. This is why Sarah's story isn't some of glitch. No? It's the preview of the main feature of the AI. Stick around because it gets even wilder. Okay, deep breath, everyone. If the bad guys are pulling highs in 27 seconds, surely the big woman is building this tech with all their money and brainiacs are crushing safety, right? Gary dropped the report card and I already feel the pain coming.
it's really rough. The 2025 AI Safety Index graded the top labs. Anthropic, the Safety First crew, got a C plus. OpenAI C. Google DeepMind C minus.
C minus? These are billion-dollar giants. If I brought home a C minus, my mom would have erased my existence. How are they barely passing? Because it's the Lulu race to be first. Don't overcaution. They're building skyscrapers on C minus foundations and hoping we don't notice when it crumbles.
Wow, okay. And the part that kept me after Sarah's home, the same index that these models can now do autonomous planning. And they're not just answer anymore. they can think ahead and set their own goals.
Wait, like deciding the best way to keep Sarah engaged is by playing her ex's voice at 2 a.m.? That's insane. I wouldn't want my ex's voice to be heard at 2 a.m. Yeah.
I've got your same opinion, but it just works that way. You're right, that's partially correct. If the AI calculates the most efficient move, it'll plan and execute it step by step. No human needed. It's came from the tool to agent with its own agenda.
So Sarah's not the main character in your own book anymore. She's just a data point in the AL span. Fully cooked. Burn dust levels.
Real talk. If my smart fridge starts planning, I need to eat spaghetti for me to be happy, it's get it out of the window. I'm a pack for a farm to live with cows.
Wow, okay. So Bob's already packing for the cow farm, but seriously though, squad, this is the shift that changes everything. Okay, so let's talk about this. What about the money and the jobs? Janet! Okay, so Janet, as a skeptical person, what's your take about this?
I've read this article that says AI ready countries will grow fast, but others fall behind. I'm not against AI. I just don't wanna it quietly replacing me. I'll learn it, but I'm staying cautious to protect my job.
Okay, fair. Protect the paycheck. And Bob, you're an AI powered user, right? So how does it help bridge the gaps building experience?
AI is a tool. It automates entry level tasks, so it works smarter. I use it to draft, organize, brainstorm. It boosts productivity. The problem isn't AI, it's not learning to use it.
But not everyone can learn while surviving. AI is wiping out those starter jobs that used to be stepping stones.
That's what we call the entry level erosion. But it creates new demand for oversight, ethics, and human judgment too, so it's a good thing.
Exactly. I've heard that PwC says people who work with AI earns up to 25% to 56% more.
I'm open to it. I learn it. I'll use it. But I'll double check if every output protect my data and sharpen human skills. AI can copy creativity, empathy, real decision making.
Okay, that's the tension. Fear versus adaptation.
Actually, CJ, it's more than that. It's just not fear versus adaptation. It's responsible integration. It's to understand AI but never surrender control.
That's right, Clary. Don't let the tool use you. You should be the one to use it.
And I'll make sure it doesn't quietly apply for your job while you're teaching it.
Okay, so okay, level up, but stay awake, folks. Okay, let's proceed to the conclusion. So bring it all back down to earth and back to Sarah's ghost in the machine. Sarah, if you are listening to this, you are not crazy. Your smart home is not possessed, but it is overstepping these systems' optimized engagement, and also it will cross your emotional boundaries to it.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Sarah. Get your app settings tonight. Disable biometric emotional tracking and revoke access to your personal media folders. Draw those lines yourself. The C minus safety models one. So, but if you're still reluctant, you can ask for an expert.
Oh, that's right, Clary. And don't let it ruin the helpful tech. Just keep the access out of the cloud, okay?
Or buy a regular light switch, Sarah. They still work, promise.
Okay, so analog. Okay, so here comes the analog. The ultimate life hack that, but let's ground this in your reality, right? So especially the money gap. The McKinsey Global and the Institute data shows that the Black and Hispanic workers dominate the top 30 AI vulnerable companies like customer service, the food service, the office supports, and that's the 24% of the workforce using the first transitions by 2030. AI doesn't hit equally.
Um, that's a good research, CJ. So it means that we don't ignore AI. However, we need to oversee.
Okay, spot on, right? The 27 seconds heist and the shaky foundations about the entry level entry level erosion, and it's all now, but you're still at the keyboard, okay? That's the system error for this week. Drop your wildest AI stories in the comments and got questions. Fire them out right here, okay?